What's going on YouTube? Craig here from All Tech Together coming at you with another product review. And today we're going to look at the Outlier Golds from Creative. These are truly wireless in-ear earbuds from none other than Creative. In the interest of full disclosure, these were sent to me by Creative, but my views are mine and mine alone, and under no circumstances will I compromise my integrity just because they sent this to me. So my views, I'm going to give you the total, full, good, and bad of these in-ear earbuds. So with that out of the way, let's get into it. Alright, so again, I'm trying something a little bit different here. I'm going to try more of a view on the product itself as opposed to my face. So here is the box of the Creative Outlier Gold. Now, I have put these back in the box as true to life as I possibly could, just due to the fact that I just want to show you sort of, not an unboxing, but sort of how they come in the presentation. So before we get into the box itself, let's take a look here. 14 hours per charge. So this is said to give you 14 hours per charge in your earbuds, which is well above industry standards. Usually you're getting anywhere between like 4 to 6, maybe 8 if you're real lucky. But this has 14, and in my real world testing of these, I was getting around 9.5 to 10, which is still well above the market average for headphones. And I was listening to it at basically like 80 to 90% volume because I like my music loud. So not too bad. And then it says total play charge here of 39 hours, and that's with the actual charging case as well. Super X-Fi. We'll talk about here in a little bit, the software, which I'll show you on my phone. Now, if we flip this over here, it says, what is Super X-Fi? And that's recreates a professional multi-speaker system experience in your headphones. So that's sort of right over here. Okay, just kind of gives us a breakdown. But again, we'll talk about that here in a little bit. And then on the back, it breaks down what's all up there. So up to 14 hours of battery per charge. Total of 39 hours of playback. Graphene drivers, Bluetooth 5.0, that's a big one. Here we have the Qualcomm aptX support, so that's going to be your low latency Bluetooth signal. When I was using this on my Galaxy S10 Plus, as well as my Huawei tablet, then we have AAC Bluetooth codecs. We have IPX5 sweatproof, which is good for everybody who wants to wear these in the gym. Dual voice calling, Siri or Google Assistant, and then what we have in the box. So we have the earbuds in the box, as well as we have small and medium ear tips, and then it is a USB-C charging cable, which in the year 2019, USB-C is a must for everything. I don't understand why some places still are using micro USB. It's just an absolute waste of time, as far as I'm concerned. So when I open these up, here is the units. Now you can see how they're flashing because I literally just took them out of my ears, but they're kind of still connected to my phone. Now here is the charging case. So if we just leave the earbuds in here, charging case. Now Creative did something I actually really like here. I like this case. It feels a lot more premium than the $100 price tag for these earbuds suggests. I really like the feeling of it. It's cool to the touch. It's smooth. It's nice. And I do enjoy, oops, gotta push the right side, that feature. I like the slide out feature where the earbuds go into. Okay. On this side, we have the L and R. We have the charging port, which is USB-C. And we have a little battery indicator that glows when it's charging. And on this side, just Super X-Fi on it. So if I take these out, and I take these out of the actual unit, plop it in. Now, the magnets that pull them in are not super strong. So there can be some misalignment sometimes, but if you just give them a little wiggle, yeah, it's in. Close it up, done. Throw this in my pocket, go for a walk, go to the gym, which I don't go to because, yeah, lazy, doesn't matter. Okay, but it's a small, nice, unobtrusive little wireless case. Now, there are some that are smaller. I haven't ever used the Apple Buds, but I've seen them. The Apple Buds is considerably smaller. The Samsung Galaxy Buds is smaller, but they also cost a lot more than these at $100 US. So that's pretty nice. Now, as far as fit goes, it does come with extra ear tips. So if I pull this out, okay, here are the extra ear tips that it comes with. Now, I have opened the ear tips because I have used the ear tips. The key to wireless earbuds are the ear tips. You must use the appropriate ear tips, or else you are not going to get a very good sound and or seal. That is true with these ones as well. So you have to be aware of that. If you think that they sound awful, do yourself a favor, come through, change out your ear tips, take 5-10 minutes, do that. You'll see a world of difference. That's key. And then just a whole bunch of stuff in the box itself. The second you open these, I should say too, when you get them for the first time, the second you open the Creative Golds here, they will enter into pairing mode instantaneously. So you can pair them up real quick and easy with any of your devices. Like I said, I've used mine on my Samsung tablet, on my Huawei tablet, as well as my Samsung phone. And I've had zero problems with them whatsoever, which is actually super convenient. They work so well with everything, which is nice. As far as fit, if we head back to fit, once you find the right earbuds, these things don't fall out. You put them in, you give them sort of a quarter turn up to the top, and they're going to go into your ear canal. Now, they do go a little bit far, so if you're somebody that doesn't like earbuds going deep into your ear canal, these are not going to be for you. They do feel like they go in quite a good distance into the ear canal. They're pretty long. But once they're in there, they don't... I never had them fall out. Good English, Craig. I've never had them fall out, and I've shaken my head, and I'll do a little bit of B-roll here of how well I shake my head when I do these. When we look at the actual earbuds themselves, you can see, well, maybe you can see here, there's a little microphone. Voice quality on these isn't great. I've used them a couple times for voice calls to my brother and to my wife and stuff. And again, it's not the worst they've heard, but it's certainly not the best they've heard either. They don't pick up great. But, you know, when you're talking about a $100 pair of earbuds, it's not too bad. We just got to keep that in mind, right? Now, when we look here at the fit, these are made of all plastic, okay? And they have the charging pins and the magnets underneath here. And they fit well, like I said, and that's all good. But the key to wireless earbuds is nothing but the sound. These could be the most comfortable, these could be the best functioning, with the best Bluetooth codecs, but if they're not tuned well, you're going to have a problem with them. Well, I'm happy to say these are tuned very good for a pair of $100 headphones, or in-earbuds rather, sorry. They have nice bass, they have good mids, and they have good treble. They are not the audiophile grade that you're going to get from, let's say, the Sony WF-1000XM3s that I just reviewed. But again, these are a third the price approximately, which means, hey, we're going to lose some concessions here. But they do sound really good, and I would have no problem taking these on trips, or if I'm going to go work out, or if I'm going to go for a walk, or things like that. I would definitely use these. Now, there is one problem that I have with these earphones, and that is the simple fact is the interface. You can control everything with these. Skip songs, go back songs, volume up, volume down, voice assistance, the whole 9 yards. Answer decline calls, everything. Everything you can do with your cell phone, you can do with these, which is nice. With the exception of, or not the exception of, rather, everything you can do with the headphones, you can do with your phone, you can do with these. The problem I have with these is they're an actual button. They're not a touch surface. And when you push these, you have to get very, very good at pushing them in the right direction. When I first started to use them, the first couple days, I found it very hard on my eardrums, or my ear canals rather, to push these in, and it hurt so bad. But I kept trying them, and eventually I learned where to push, how to push, and it just sort of in like what angle. So I pushed it not into my ear canal, but I pushed it up into like sort of my ear fold, which didn't hurt at all. So there's a bit of a learning curve. It would have been better if these were a touch as opposed to a click. And you can hear there's quite a tactile click when you push these, and it can become very, very, very hard on your ears if you're not aware of it. But if you take some time and learn how to do it, I got over it relatively quickly within a couple days, and I've had no discomfort since then. So now that we have this out of the way, let's take a look at this X Hi-Fi amp, or Super X Fi amp. Sorry, that's hard to say. You guys got to work on your naming a little bit. So here I have it up. Now, the disadvantage to this amp, or this app rather, is it only works on downloaded or music that you own. So even if you download something off of Spotify, you cannot use the app with that music. So it has to be stuff that you buy. And you can see here, it's a nice clean interface. It says the Outlier Gold up top here. Hopefully you can see that. And you can control all your music that you own. So if you bought an album from, let's say, Google Play Store or even Apple Music, you can play that here on this. So you just press play, boom, and it's going to start playing through the headphones. Now I only have my left earbud in, so it's playing through only my left earbud. If I put my right earbud in, it'll kick onto my right earbud as well. So I can go forward, I can go backwards, I can do everything I want here, and that's really nice. I have an equalizer, so I can play around with that. I also have some nice custom presets, and then a custom EQ if I want it. Go back in here. Now the selling feature here for this Super X-Fi app, and what these headphones are supposed to do, is give you this full-fledged immersive feeling of having a surround sound setup. And all I have to do is push that button down here, and you can see how it turns on and off. I can toggle on or off. Here's sort of another thing that I don't know about the implementation of it. What it does is it makes you feel like you're in a concert hall. It makes it feel, it pushes the soundstage out super wide, but it also muffles it a little bit. And what I've found out about this app is that for some music, it works really good. Certain songs, I should say. It works really, really nice, and it creates more of a concert feeling than just having music blasted into your ears. So it does open the soundstage up, but it does reduce the overall sound quality of it. But for certain songs, it gave me like I was in a live sort of music venue, as opposed to having these earphones just jammed into my ear canals rocking out. So it's not bad. I would suggest if you decide to pick these up, which, you know, if I had to pay for them, I would pay the asking price for these. They're definitely a lot more pros than cons. I would take some of my music and I would play around with that and see if you enjoy it. And if you don't, you're not out much, because I would say that these headphones, or sorry, earbuds, I keep calling them headphones, but you know what I'm talking about, YouTube. I would say these earphones are worth the money without the app. Some people would say, oh, it's a gimmick, but if you've watched my reviews before, I like gimmicks. I think gimmicks are what differentiate products from each other. It allows us to see different things, not just one product that just every company rehashes. So I applaud Creative for putting it in here, but again, I don't know how well it's going to really accentuate the music for you. So hopefully, guys, you like this review. Hopefully, if you like what I do here, you'll hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment down if you have any questions about this. I love to get back to you. I love to help out. That's why I do this. It's not because I want to make millions of dollars with my 455 subscribers. No, I appreciate every one of my subscribers, and I appreciate every one of you that asks a question. I'm here as a tech reviewer to help you, because some tech reviewers don't answer questions. They simply ignore people, and I don't ever want to be that type of tech reviewer. So with that out of the way, guys, I hope you enjoy this, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.